Congratulations, apEX. Straight to the playoffs here at IEM Cologne. Streak lives on and all of that. It feels like, we always talk about this every time we talk to you guys. Yeah, a couple of close maps that you guys have played here so far. One against Astralis, one here against G2. Is this the closest that we can see Vitality getting to looking rusty or what's going on?
No, I think it's the beginning of the season for us, for them as well. It was tough because they also doesn't have like much data for now, and sometimes you don't know what to expect, and they're new team. So yeah, it was a kind of rough. I think even though that was close on train, I think we always had the happy ends. We always had we were confident, to be honest. Yesterday against the Astralis was a bit different. They had the upper end on New York, and that was a bit scarier. But the other two maps we won. Our map picks were pretty decent, so that's what matters for us. And yeah, another win. I'm happy. Playoff in Cologne again, another streak for playoff as well. It feels good because you never know. We saw so many teams drop down after a player break, and for us it was like really the light on about focusing on that and giving our best for this tournament.
Was there any particular way that you guys have approached that? Because usually we don't have such a big tournament, being the first one heading into the new season. You always have the bounty or maybe an online match or whatever it is. This time was different.
Yeah, I remember back then what was good is we could take a bit more break because then we had blast groups that we'd spend 10 days there, and that was like an hour for boot camp for us because then we had either Katowice or Cologne, but today we didn't have it, so yeah, it was a shorter break for us. After such a season, sometimes it's not easy to drop down, it's not easy to mentally to just see how can you improve and what can you do better. Because when you won 7 trophies in a row, it's rough in that sense. So for us, it was focusing on. We did a small boot camp, tried to play as much as possible. I tried to invent new things, even though the other works. But it's always the same to have one step ahead of the teams. And yeah, it's always the same. If you want to keep one step ahead and you want to still win trophies, people watch you even more than the others. So you have. I think one of the key things is to also be able to change at some point.
Well, so far, maybe things haven't changed so much from the last season. You guys are going to head into the rematch against the MongolZ, of course, from the Austin Major final. What did you think about how the group unfolded? I'm sure a lot of people are looking forward to seeing whether potentially Falcons can match up against you guys. That didn't happen.
Well, yeah, of course, but Falcons are a new team as well. They have a new player. On our first tournament as well, we didn't win the first. We lost the bounty, so it's never easy. Even Kyusuke is an insane player, and I'm sure he's gonna show up and be such a wonderful kid. But for now, yeah, they need a bit more time, but they will be tough for sure. I think also the new G2 were better than the last one. I mean, the last one was also a bit really shaky, not much playoff, etc. But yeah, MongolZ again. I don't know what to say anymore. We played them 4 times already first part of the year. They look sharp. I watched the game today. They are one step ahead of Falcons. So let's see how it goes. Hope we're gonna be good, and I hope we're gonna win this one again.
Yeah, lastly, obviously, we had a fairly busy offseason. Not many teams changed that much, but almost everybody did change something, right? Everybody's looking at you guys. Everybody's obviously making changes to finally get that one out of your hands. So who do you think, could be kind of the big targets, or the big threats heading into this new season?
Well, I don't know, because I need to see more. But obviously the 2 teams that didn't change, so MongolZ and MongolZ can be a big threat because we had always close game against them last season. I think G2 with Nemanja as ideal. I think they picked up the right guy with Mattis, with Empires as well. They will just need time, but if they work well together, I think they can also be dangerous. And yeah, Falcons without a doubt. Now I need to see about Navi, because I don't know. From what we know, they wanted to change more than that. It was not possible. So let's see how Makazi can be a bigger difference for them instead of GL. I think there are a bit of role clash, no real lurker, etc. So I know the feeling, and it's never easy to work with that when you don't have a player at his role. I think it's always much better to have even though a lower player, but at his role, because then it overlaps with the others. So let's see. They maybe prove me wrong. They beat FaZe yesterday, so maybe they're gonna play really well and win some trophies again. So I think it's exciting to see that everyone wants to beat us in a way. They made a change for that, and yeah, I hope it will be some close games, but I hope we're still gonna win.
All right, thank you very much, apEX. I appreciate it.